You're tuned in to COPA Radio.
Start it.
COPA Radio.
Good morning, South Africa! That was Drake with Started From the Bottom. You're tuned in to COPA Radio. We love music and so do you. Today's theme is South African hip-hop, proudly South African. Now hip-hop, it's a very popular genre amongst the South African youth. We played the Drake record because he is one of the main role models of South African aspiring artists. The genre has these role models such as Future, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, and even Chris Brown. Is their influence commercializing the South African hip-hop scene? I mean, hip-hop back in the day was about telling a message. Now it's about money, fame, and fortune. But stay tuned, we have a great interview coming up with a South African artist who is spreading a very good message. But until then, here is Nasty C with Hell Nah. You're listening to COPA Radio. Yeah.
We love music and so do you.
You're still tuned in to COPA Radio. We love music and so do you. That was Nasty C with Hell Nah, a South African artist with a great, catchy song. But does it feel South African? It's commercial and immensely catchy, but is it waving the South African flag? Now we're going to show you a song that we believe does just that. And that song is Kulichana's One Source. The song he did with Absolute and is about uniting Africa. To me, this is closer to the roots of hip-hop. It may be slightly commercial, but it wants to spread a message. Enjoy the song and stay tuned for our interview with a local artist who is doing amazing things. You don't want to miss out. Here is Kulichana with One Source. You're tuned in to COPA Radio. If you just tuned in, this is COPA Radio. We love music and so do you. I'm your host Justin Swart, and that was Kulichana with One Source, followed by Daksha Beleza by Casper. Two different styles that we're discussing on the show today. And the time has come, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing a local talent from COPA KZN who has an amazing message to spread. He's here to tell us about his new movement. Welcome, Hailey.
Hello everyone, I'm glad to be here.
Hailey, on the show we touched briefly on whether South African hip-hop can even be claimed as South African anymore. Do you think it's losing its roots?
Well, yeah, because like the hip-hop that people hear today is commercial, you know what I'm saying? It's all about earning money and bragging instead of telling a message. I mean, like, hip-hop was used back in the days as a tool to tell people a message, you know what I'm saying? And that's what my movement is all about.
We're going to leave it there for now, just to tease our audience a little bit longer. Here is an old song that teaches a very important message that still remains relevant. Stay tuned to COPA Radio. We love music and so do you. It's Tooks with 525,600 minutes. Amazing local song there on COPA Radio. That was Tooks with 25,600 minutes. This is COPA Radio, and we have Hailey in the studio. Hailey, our listeners are dying to know, what is the name of the movement that you're starting?
Well, the movement is called Don't Box the Match.
That's an interesting title. What is it referring to?
Basically, it refers to unifying the world, because the box of match is unified, you know what I'm saying? The box represents the world, the matchsticks representing the people. From a point of view, when you look at a match of box, you don't think of separating it, you know what I'm saying? You just look at it as one thing. Basically, they've been separated by the illusion of separation, which is race. And that's like the thing that made me realize how the world is being separated, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I ended up saying like, don't box the match.
And how are you trying to incorporate this movement into your music?
Well, I'm known to be a rapper, so that's like a step in it. But I'm also planning on like using my art not to just represent one person, you know what I'm saying, but to represent like the whole nation, the whole world. Because like I said, we unified, we are one people, one race, and that is the human race. I have the pack of wolves who have my back on this project, so hopefully all will work out.
Well, that's amazing. We wish you all the best for your future. We just want our listeners to know that it doesn't matter what genre you listen to, music unites us. And that is why our slogan is "We love music and so do you." It's a reminder that we're one nation, we're one race, and that is the human race. And we aren't dissing any music, we just believe that music is a powerful tool. So use it wisely. Now, a song by a female artist, it's Nadia Nakai with Money Back. We want your opinion. Is the song using the power of music wisely? This is COPA Radio. We love music and so do you. You're back with Justin Swart and Hailey on COPA Radio. We love music and so do you. That was Nadia Nakai with Money Back. The topic of the show is South African hip-hop proudly South African? At the end of the day, people will listen to whatever they want. Not every song has to be about world peace and anti-racism. But when the majority of hip-hop is talking about having money, which somehow makes them better than others, we have to address it. So what can you do if you're an up-and-coming artist? Be South African. Don't be ashamed of it. Speak your native language. Speak Zulu, speak Xhosa, Afrikaans, English.
I mean, like, the best way to do art is to be yourself and express yourself. You know what I'm saying? You just basically have to be true to yourself, and that's it.
Now, aka, hate him or love him, he's making Africa proud and winning international awards like at the BETs. We just want to play this song to show that South Africa is the coolest nation in the world. Thank you, Hailey, for being here.
Thanks for having me here, dog. It's a great pleasure.
I'm Justin Swart. This is AKA with Baddest, and this is COPA Radio. We love music and so do you.